Welcome to This Explainer. When we think about Bafana Bafana stepping onto the pitch, our minds instantly go to the glory of the game, right? We picture the roaring crowds, the vibrant colors in the stands, that heart-stopping tension of a last-minute strike, and just the sheer national pride of seeing South Africa compete on the global stage. But today, we're going to look past all that emotional glory. We're diving into the hidden, incredibly high-stakes business reality of South Africa's 2026 World Cup qualification campaign. Because beneath the surface of that turf, there is a massive financial foundation. So let's start with a really big question. What is a World Cup ticket actually worth? As fans, we rightly focus on the prestige of just reaching the tournament, which, by the way, is shaping up to be an absolute spectacle in 2026, co-hosted by the US, Canada, and Mexico. But the boardroom reality? It's a whole different ballgame. For the South African Football Association, SAFA, qualifying isn't just about booking flights to North America. It's about tapping into a financial ecosystem that could fundamentally alter the trajectory of the sport in the country. The prestige is great, sure, but the economics are literally game-changing. And here is the magic number, 12.5 million US dollars. Securing qualification would unlock a guaranteed, record-breaking minimum payout of exactly that amount from FIFA for SAFA. Just let that sink in for a second. $12.5 million. This isn't some hopeful projection, and it's definitely not an optimistic guess based on potential ticket sales. This is a direct, guaranteed injection of capital from FIFA's newly approved financial distribution model. We are talking about one of the largest single financial boosts South African football could possibly receive. Section 1. Unlocking the FIFA windfall. Let's break down exactly how FIFA's new financial model gets us to this massive figure, because understanding the nuts and bolts of this payout really puts the importance of this campaign into perspective. Okay, so before a single match is even played at the finals, that $12.5 million baseline is locked in. It breaks down into two chunks, a $10 million participation fee plus a $2.5 million preparation contribution. And that prep money, it's absolutely crucial. It ensures teams can actually afford world-class training camps, complex travel logistics, basically the whole shebang required to compete at the highest possible level. Add those together and boom, you get your $12.5 million baseline. Literally just showing up and being part of the tournament triggers this monumental payout. But here's the kicker. That $12.5 million is quite literally just the floor. It's the absolute minimum. Teams that advance beyond the group stage are going to earn even more through performance-based payments. So if Bafana Bafana secures their ticket to North America and then manages to pull off a magical run into the knockout rounds, that financial figure starts climbing and fast. The monetary incentives scale directly with how well they do on the pitch. Section 2. The road to 2026. Because obviously, to get their hands on that check, Bafana Bafana first has to navigate an incredibly high-stakes journey through the African qualification race. The road is long, it's grueling, and honestly, the margin for error is razor-thin. When you understand how the day-to-day matches actually function in this financial context, it really changes everything. While FIFA doesn't hand out direct prize money for individual qualifying wins or draws, every single point earned is essentially an investment toward that ultimate $12.5 million payday. A victory isn't just 3 points on a table anymore. It's a massive leap toward unlocking an economic windfall. Even a gritty, hard-fought draw away from home, which, let's face it, can be super frustrating for us fans in the moment, adds a highly valuable point that could be the decider in the final tally. Every pass, every tackle, every single goal is intrinsically tied to this financial pursuit. Luckily, the landscape has shifted dramatically in Bafana Bafana's favor recently. The expansion of the World Cup tournament from 32 teams to 48 teams radically increases the odds. For decades, the bottleneck for African nations has been notoriously tight. Very few slots for a continent just packed with footballing talent. But this new 48-team era, it creates unprecedented opportunities for South Africa. The door is wider open than it has ever been, making this current qualification bid arguably the most viable and lucrative opportunity in the nation's modern footballing history. Section 3. Beyond the prize money. Because, believe it or not, FIFA's direct $12.5 million payment is actually just the tip of the economic iceberg. The true value of World Cup qualification bleeds out into the wider economy in ways that are almost hard to overstate. A return to football's biggest stage creates a massive ripple effect throughout the entire country. We're talking about skyrocketing the value of existing sponsorship agreements because, naturally, brands want to be associated with a World Cup team. It means attracting new, highly lucrative global partners looking for international visibility. It creates massive surges in merchandise sales. Broadcasters see increased viewership and value. And it doesn't just stop at the corporate level either. This influx of capital provides a much-needed boost to local clubs. It funds grassroots development to nurture the next generation of talent. And it even drives growth for local hospitality businesses where fans gather to watch the matches. The entire South African football ecosystem benefits from this exposure. Section 4. A strategic opportunity. Ultimately, qualification represents a chance to fundamentally strengthen the commercial foundations of the national game. It is not just about a temporary cash injection. It's about leveraging that capital to build sustainable infrastructure that will outlast the tournament itself. The stakes are captured perfectly right here. Every point earned moves South African football closer to a minimum US $12.5 million FIFA windfall and the global spotlight that accompanies a World Cup appearance. The current campaign is a high-stakes quest where the prize extends far beyond just the standings table. It really is a quest for long-term commercial validation and structural security. Which leaves us to ponder a final thought as we watch the rest of the qualifiers play out over the coming months. When every single goal translates to millions for the broader economy, is a point on the pitch the most valuable currency in South African sports today? It completely reframes how we watch these matches, doesn't it? It isn't just a game. It's an economic engine waiting to be ignited. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and I hope this look at the financial side gives you a brand new perspective the next time Bafana Bafana takes the field.